Hey everybody, it's John again. We're going to walk through now how to do some basic data entry in Heavy Job. There's two previous videos. One is making sure your internet is set up and working well, and then the other one is how to download a new job. So if you haven't seen those, go back, take a look at them before you watch this one. If not, let's get rolling. All right, so we're in a new job here. Project managers called and told me that we need to do some work on this training job. So I've downloaded it and opened it. I'm going to make sure I look at my triangle. I see I'm in my training job. It's today's date, and I'm the foreman of record on the job for right now. As always, we want to make sure we do a retrieve files first thing. So you click retrieve files, click on internet. Awesome, no new files found on the server. That means nothing. Nobody sent anything new to me, and I'm ready to keep moving. All right, so across the top, you're going to see these little tabs, and we can have multiple tabs open at multiple times. But we kind of have a workflow that we want to go through, and that's recording our diary entries. That's notes of what's going on the job. And this one is kind of job general. So we're not talking about a task that's specific to a cost code. So this is general working conditions, any general notes about the site. You know, if you're working on some T-line foundations, we're going to have some cost codes, and you can put your notes in with each of the cost codes and the foundations. But this is the bigger picture right here. This is just kind of the general overview. So you got your working conditions here. You can either type it out, or if you're not a really good typer, you can come all the way over here, and this little three-dot button, this little gray three-dot button here, has some shortcuts for us. So we can click and open that, and when we do, there's a bunch of shortcuts. Now, your screen may look like this, or it may look like mine where they were all spread out. If you want to spread them all out, you can either click on the plus or make it a minus again to make it go away, or you can come down here on this button and see it says expand list. You can click it and it'll basically open all of them for you. So today's a beautiful day in St. Louis when I'm recording this video. It's one of the first couple days we've had where it's going to be up around 80 degrees. So I'm going to say it was a warm day. It was partly sunny, a little bit of clouds coming in today. And then ground conditions. We had normal ground. It wasn't wet. But again, you can enter these shortcuts. And when I hit OK, you're going to notice that it typed them in for me already over here. So that's really handy to do. Now you can record some notes down here. If you want to type them in, go right ahead. If you want to use a shortcut, now there's a note indexes button here where I can again add some shortcuts. So if there's a problem, I can say there was a problem. If we needed extra, if there was a visitor on the site, we had our inspectors and owners usually are going to be out on the site. Any equipment issues that we had, any subcontractors, today was a milestone day. Obviously safety meetings, you guys are doing those every day. If you want to record them in here, that's great. This is not replacing your JSA, but this is just general notes. So when I click OK, you'll see that it already typed that in there for me. But there's obviously other things going on out at the site, and I can type those in here. If I'm receiving materials that are kind of specific or general to the job and not specific to a cost code, I can write it in here. Something like a porta pot, so porta pots on site. We can record that here. When you're happy you've recorded all of your notes, anything you would have recorded on your paper timesheet that's not specific to a cost code goes in here. When we're happy with what we've got here, we can move on, but I wanted to show you this real quick here, images and docs. If you take a picture of something, let's say you're out on a site this first couple days on site, obviously we're photo documenting what's going on. If you take a picture of the site on your phone and email it to yourself, you can obviously save it to your local computer. If you click here and go to image docs, you can attach any pictures right into what's going on your job. And so you could come over here to my pictures and you could take a look, and here, we got a good one we're going to put in there. So we got a good picture of Kurt in there. Anyway, any of your pictures that you saved will be in there, and you can add those into the job. Now, when you attach them into the job, you can see right here, I've checked it, but it's not over and attached yet. So I can either double click it and it moves over there, or here's one of Ray. That's a good picture of Ray. I had to do some safety briefings for a proposal we did, so I've got pictures of Kurt and Ray on the computer. Anyway, if we want to add it, you can select it, and then this blue button here will move it over as well. So when we're done, we've got those attached. We can say close. I want you to note that that thing got bold now, where before it was this text, now it's bold. That means there's something attached there, and we can go back and actually look at it. So if you went back and hit view, we can see all of our professional headshots for all the proposals we're putting together when we're trying to get ourselves more work. Now again, it opened in another tab. We can close that tab. So the diary, this is important. Make sure you fill it out as accurately as you can. And the next thing we're going to do is fill in our timesheet. So that'll be the next video. I'll be with you in a second.